Hey, hi, hello. I know I just posted a video about a week ago, but I have some things that I want to talk about today. So this is just going to be kind of a rambling thoughts coming out of my head kind of video. I have an idea of what I want to talk about, but it's really just kind of putting out ideas and thoughts and stuff to the ether and see what comes back. So if you have any comments to add, be sure to leave them. So if you watch that video, you know that I've been really struggling with depression. Like, this has been the most severe depression I've ever experienced, and it's been terrifying. And I'm waiting to see my psychiatrist next Monday. I'm filming this on the 3rd, so this is Friday, July 3rd. Is it Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding day? I have a feeling they already got married, and they're just partying up today. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm a new Swiftie. So I'm slightly interested in the marriage or the wedding, but not really that much interested, that much invested, you know what I mean? So anywho, the depression has been working the graveyard shift. It has just been beyond anything I've ever experienced before. I'd started a mood booster about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and initially I had like 2 good weeks where I felt better. Did I feel great? No, but I felt better. And then all of a sudden, the depression started creeping in again. We upped my dose. It's been a week now. I've been on a double dose. It's not helping whatsoever. The only thing it's doing is making me tired. The last 3 days, I've gone to bed by like 8:30. Last night, Rob and I were in bed like by 7:45. He fell asleep real quickly. It took me a couple hours to fall asleep. But the medication knocks me out, and I sleep undisturbed. I think last night I woke up a couple of times because I heard fireworks. But like, I've been sleeping, basically sleeping my life away is what it feels like. It feels like I'm going to bed so early. I'm always ready for the new day. I know we're not promised the next day. I get it, I do. But if you've experienced depression, you know what I mean. Like, there are days where you're just like, okay, I'm done with this day. Can I have, like, is the next day going to be better? Will tomorrow be better? Will tomorrow will I feel better? Tomorrow will I feel more like myself? You know, and you kind of go to bed hoping that, and then you wake up and you're just like, okay, yeah, no, I feel actually worse than I did yesterday. So that's kind of what life has felt like the past 6 months. So today I watched a video by Jashi Karen. Her name is Jess. But if you guys remember at the beginning of the year, I said I wanted to do the Change Your Life Challenge, and I set intentions. And so that's kind of what I want to talk about today. One of my intentions for 2026 was to not diet. And I mentioned that now a couple of times, probably in the last few videos, because I turned 48 in April, and my first diet pill, I was at 8 years old. I've been fat since 5 years old. So for 43 years of my life, my weight has been a topic of conversation. And I had gotten down to 299, and I thought I was just going to continue decreasing because that had been the trend. And then I went back on glimepiride full time. And as of today, I'm 334 pounds. I'm at least 30 pounds bigger than I was this time last year. I got home on June 21st, 2025. After having my C2 to T2 fusion on May 23rd. And I remember I was 301 the day I left rehab. So I'm about 30 something pounds up from where I was. And it's concerning to me, number one, because I gave away all my big clothes. I was like, oh, I'll never be this weight again. I just gave everything away. So I don't have any clothes to fit. That's the first issue. The second issue is I don't want to be this big. Like, I don't. I have no desire to be thin, and I know for thin people that's really hard to understand because there's this assumption that every fat person has a thin person inside dying to get out or something like that. But even with this new heroin chic trend that's came back, I've never had the desire to be skinny. I just want enough weight off where I feel okay. And I've put weight back on, and I can tell I've put weight back on. So one thing that I've been talking with my therapist about is starting a diet. I mentioned keto. I think I mentioned keto in my last video. My concern has been, and the whole reason why I changed my way of eating is because I wanted something that was sustainable, something I could do for the rest of my life. I feel like keto is something that I cannot commit to for a lifetime. And I know a lot of you are like, yeah, but you could, and blah, 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 blah. I'm telling you that I can't. I cannot. And in this headspace, nah, bitch, nah. Because my rebel brain kicks in and it's like, no, I don't want to do that. That's not what we're doing. We're not doing that. I don't want to do that. Ugh, it's exhausting. My brain is exhausting. I'm exhausted. So I got on the scale this morning. And I was just like, just sad. It's just sad that I took a medication that made me gain so much weight. And being off the medication hasn't helped me lose weight. And now we've doubled this medication that also causes weight gain. And I'm just like, I don't want to be any bigger. I don't want to be any bigger. But I'm also not in the right headspace to like diet, like count macros and measure food, and all that's going to do is restart my binge eating disorder. That's all it's going to do. It's going to trigger an eating disorder, and I don't want to do that. I'm already struggling as it is. And to add in my eating disorder would just be the limit, I feel like. So my therapist was like, is this Misty or is this the depression? And I said, this is Misty. I said, this is the Misty from last year who got so excited when she hit 299 because I hadn't been that weight since like middle school. We just had our 30th reunion. I didn't go, partially because of depression and partially because I'm having surgery on the 17th. So I'm trying to stay well. Rob and I went to a new grocery store on Wednesday. Did I mention that already? I feel like I did. Maybe that was a different video. We went to H-E-B. He calls it Heb. I call it Heb. But the one closest to us had been open for like 3 months. And we went on Wednesday because I'm interested in their prepared food because I'm not going to be able to cook for at least a couple of weeks after having surgery. And it was like Black Friday in there. It was so busy. It was so busy at 10 o'clock on a Wednesday. And I was just like, this is ridiculous. So we just finally just left. They had a couple of good deals on like ribeyes, so we got that. They had a really good deal on pork ribs, so we got some of those. Tried their soda. Their Diet Dr. B is gross. Like, it's worse than Diet Dr. Pepper ever had. Like, ugh. I'd rather have the Walmart brand. But they had Diet Zero Sugar Big Red. They don't call it. It's like Wild Red or something. That's actually not bad. That one's actually not bad. I didn't love their Diet Orange Soda. But like we wanted to try a few things just to see if it would be worth going and like making any kind of trip over there. I will say that they have so many cheeses and olives to choose from like they would at Central Market. That to me makes it worth it because Central Market is way far away, whereas our H-E-B is much closer. So I don't know if we'll go back before I have surgery. I'm like, we have to get there like when they open the door because I want the ability to just kind of look around and see what they have. So that was the first time I'd gotten out of the house that didn't involve me going to a doctor's appointment. And we were supposed to go Monday, and I woke up Monday. I was like, I can't. No, Rob had to work on Monday. He's on vacation. We were supposed to go Tuesday, and I was just like, I can't. I couldn't even think about it. Like, just thinking about it made me just anxiety. And woke up Wednesday, and I was like, no, we're going. We're going. I saw the new ad, and I was like, okay, we're going to go. And we did. And I'm proud of myself for going. But it's just one more reminder of things that my brain doesn't want to let me do. And it's hard. And I'm 2 weeks away from surgery now. And it's like, there's so many things that I wanted to do before surgery that I can't. And again, if you've never experienced depression like this, you just don't understand what that feels like. You know, I've been struggling every day just to brush my teeth and to shower. Like, it's that serious of a struggle. In putting makeup on my face today, the only reason why this is happening is because it had to happen. I have a video that I want to go up to this tonight, and I haven't edited it yet, but I wanted to do an intro for it, and that's why I put makeup on and filmed like 7 intros. So yeah. So I don't know about what diet I'm going to start, or if I'm even going to have the ability to do that. I've told my therapist September, October is when I feel like I'll be ready to focus on it. Hopefully be ready to focus on it. I should be healed by then. It'll be a little bit easier for me. Hopefully I get feeling back in my fingers and my hand, and I can write and grip, and everything will be peachy keen. And I'll be in a much better headspace. And I mentioned keto. I can't do carnivore. I wish I could. I'm just having a hard time with meat right now. And I know there are other protein sources, but I cannot live on cheese alone. And there are days I don't even like cheese. So trying to think of things to eat. Even like trying to get these pre-made meals, I'm just like, I'm just going to have to eat what's available and just suck it up and just put some nourishment in my body. That's what it's going to have to come down to. So, anywho, that's it. Like, again, just a rambling kind of thoughtful video. Just kind of where my thoughts are, what's been happening, what is going to happen. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to keep my head above water. I feel like I'm struggling. I got in the pool. I think we talked about that. I haven't been in the pool again. Because if it isn't Manjaro messing with my brain, it's metformin messing with my tummy. So, I don't think we have the parasite that's going around. Knock on wood. I told Rob, I was like, we have to be very thorough with our washing of our vegetables and our fruits. So we've been making sure that we've been doing that. We've been eating cherries, the Rainier cherries. Those are my favorite. So yeah, anywho, that's it. Please don't come at me with religion. Please don't. Like if you are the type that prays, I appreciate you if you pray for me. But please don't come at me in the comments with things about Jesus and stuff like that. It would be cool if Jesus could heal my brain chemistry, but he hasn't yet. So, this isn't something that's going to go away with prayer. At least not yet. It hasn't. But I would appreciate comments. I would love to hear from you guys. I hope you're doing better than I am. It's the 4th of July weekend. We have no plans. And I'm just like, ugh. We're gonna have fireworks for the next 3 days. I feel like a boomer. Boomer sooner. So yeah, anyway. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate you. If you want to do the Change Your Life Challenge, Jashi Corinne, just search Change Your Life Challenge and it'll pop up. She does it once a quarter. I think she's been doing it now for a year. So, yeah, she does weekly vlogs. She has really good content, planner content, productivity content. I don't really use that much because for me, productivity isn't a goal. I'm trying to work my way around feeling like I have to be productive to be alive. So I tend not to dwell on any of that, but I do like the rest of it. I'm just ready for this dark cloud to lighten. It doesn't even have to go away. If I could just get some relief from it, I would be a happy camper. I see my psychiatrist on Monday. Hopefully the things go okay. I may need a stimulant at this point. I don't know what we're going to have to do, but we're going to have to do something because this ain't working. So yeah, anyway, I love you guys. I hope you have a good day, night, week, wherever you are. I'll see you in my next one. I don't know when that will be. I don't know. Bye for now.